Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your number one source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to what Fisher said, the former Fed governor.
We front-loaded at the Federal Reserve an enormous rally in order to accomplish the wealth effect.
That's right. Did you hear that? They took the stock market, front-loaded it, ran it 200%, so we ended up not only with a fake stock market, but fake GDP, fake money, fake jobs, fake prices, fake everything. But we took advantage of that, and we're going to take advantage again. That's why I told my gang in May to short the market. On 5/29, that's May 29th, I'm telling you to short the stock market. And we were right. And the market went down over 11%. That's why you got to join my gang and learn how to short stocks just as much as buying them. Learn how to short with me, Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
St. Jude is amazing. A family member said, well, if you go to St. Jude, you don't have to pay anything. And I didn't believe it. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Yellen came out and told us that she is basically going to pull back the 25 basis point hike that she had in December, the quarter point, because the economy is bad. Then she's going to do quantitative easing. So what does that mean? That means as the economy gets worse, the market's going to go up. See, most people think when the economy's bad, the market should be going down. Just the opposite. Because when the economy is bad, the Federal Reserve comes in, prints money, gives it to the companies to buy their own shares back to push their stocks up. Because when the economy's bad, people aren't out spending and their stock doesn't go up. This is how they do it. A great opportunity. Don't miss it. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Become part of this wealth effect. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to this contradiction.
February existing home sales down 7.1%.
American consumers, they have more cash on hand.
What a contradiction. Matter of fact, all the information you get from all the different financial programs, it's all contradiction. But here at Phil's Gang, I will tell you the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com. You will enjoy it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. It's 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything will be taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
GDP report indicates the economy grew by 0.5% in the first quarter. The president's been quite vocal about how well the economy is doing. Does this report undercut those arguments?
Kevin, the strength of the U.S. economy, I think, speaks for itself when you take a look at the numbers. The durability of the U.S. economy is the envy of the world.
The envy of the world. 0.5% growth. We only produced 0.5% more in goods than we produced in prior months. And he says, oh, we're the envy of the world. Are you nuts? Are you totally nuts? This is Josh Earnest, the press secretary. Where do they send him to school? Is there a lying school for these guys? How do they hire these guys? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Hope you had a great weekend. The market's up 115 points, while earnings, the economy is getting worse. That's right. Because why? Because the Federal Reserve continues to print money and continue to move the stock market higher as earnings are getting worse, as the economy is getting worse. That is called a bubble. Now, so John Earnest, he's the one that you see out there in the podium. He represents Obama. They've sent him out to talk to the press. I never seen such a lie in my life. Josh Earnest, rather. I never heard such a lie. We're the envy of the world, our economy? Our economy's been going nowhere. He's the first president out of all 44 presidents that has not hit a growth of 3% in the economy. Can you imagine how bad that is? How embarrassing it is. But instead of being embarrassed, he goes and the president interviews with the New York Times and tells how he's doing such a great job. He sends out Josh Earnest, how the economy's an envy of the world, when it stinks. I don't know if anybody saw he was, of course, Obama was at the Washington press conference, the dinner, and he made all kinds of jokes. He's quite good at it, in fact.
Guests were asked to check whether they wanted steak or fish, but instead, a whole bunch of you wrote in Paul Ryan. That's not an option, people. My 8th and final appearance at this unique event. And I am excited. If this material works well, I'm going to use it at Goldman Sachs next year. Earn me some serious Tubmans.
I don't find any of that funny. Now, I would find it very funny if he was doing a good job. If he was doing a great job, even a halfway good job, I would find it funny. I'd enjoy it. But I don't see there's anything funny in what he said. Especially when Obama's only real accomplishment and his administration in the last 8 years is to take trillions of dollars, borrow it, print it, and he direct it to his political donors on Wall Street, his buddies, the 151 richest people who bought the election for him. He printed it, the trillions of dollars, and borrowed and gave it to his union buddies at GM, gave it to the insurance industry, but he didn't give any to Main Street. In fact, if you take a look at GM, he gave every employee, if you take and figure it out, the money he gave GM equated to about $434,000 per employee. But what about Main Street, the small business, the startup business, the backbone of this country? What did he give them? $225. That goes to show you where his head's at. Main Street has nothing to show for this money except incredible debt. Incredible debt that now people are losing their jobs, their good full-time jobs, because of this incredible debt for the last 8 years. He doubled the debt. I don't see anything funny about that. Not at all. Obama, as they say now, holds the record for the only U.S. president who didn't grow the economy by 3%. He added more people to disability rolls, 7 million. He doubled it. He also holds the record on the number of people who slipped from middle class into poverty. 5.5 million people. Middle class people slipped into poverty with his policies. He added more people to food stamps than any other president. He's adding 72 times more people to food stamps than jobs he's creating. What are you, nuts? Doesn't make sense, does it? I don't think it's funny. I don't think anything he said is funny with that kind of a record. Obama has replaced high-paying full-time jobs with low-paying part-time jobs. And it shows up in the new home sales. You know, everybody is pointing to the fact he hasn't grown the economy 3% for 8 years when all the other presidents did. But nobody is pointing to the new home sales. For 38 years, new home sales have always been dependent on good full-time jobs. New home sales are crating. New home sales are falling off the cliff. But for 38 years, new home sales have always been dependent on good full-time jobs being created. New home sales and full-time jobs were always together. They're trended together. But now with a 30-year mortgage rate as low as 3.6%, do you know that new home sales are lower today than when the mortgage rates were above 17% in 1982? Let me repeat. New home sales are lower today with a 3.6% interest rate than when they were at 17% in 1982. We sold more homes with a 17% interest in 1982. Why? Because we don't have good paying jobs, full-time jobs. We've had such a decline. Median income has reduced. Median incomes have been reduced. Big time. Record high healthcare premiums. So you got median incomes going down about $2,800, and you got record healthcare premiums going up about $4,200. What are you, nuts? And then you have the corporate CEOs playing the game, the stock market game. They're massively increasing their own pay, doing massive stock buybacks, cutting worker salaries, shifting high-paying jobs overseas. Just so the CEOs are making 300 times more than the worker, and the worker's sitting there with no overtime. He's part-time. He can't make a living. Can't buy a house. That leaves the U.S. economy to create only low-skill, low-paid jobs that do not pay enough for workers to be able to purchase a new home. It's that simple. Yet Obama has refused to put an end to stock buybacks, which is killing the economy, making CEOs very wealthy, and putting middle-class Americans into poverty. Where's the humor in that? I don't see any humor. I don't see any humor in that. See, oh yeah, it was great. It was great when he gave all that and he had the dinner. That's great, but I don't think it was appropriate. With such a lousy record and so many people suffering in this country, what are you, nuts? Join my gang, Phil's gang, because you got to make some money. We'll be right back after these messages. It is now 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. Join my gang now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Even if the federal funds rate were to return to near zero, the FOMC would still have considerable scope to provide additional accommodation.
Accommodation, what's that mean? It simply means printing money. What she's saying is the economy's terrible. We're going to claw back that 25% or 0.25% interest rate hike that we did in December. And I'm going to print a whole bunch of money so that we can give it to companies to buy their own shares back so they can boost the stock market higher. The problem with that money is 0%. That means that people lose their jobs. They go from full-time to part-time. From part-time, they go to poverty. That's the problem. We can't keep doing this. Here's the point. When the market is going up, it's always when the economy is bad. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so you can participate.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you,
Gracias a ti. Because of you,
there is St. Jude.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. I'm going to tell you something about your 401k that you don't know. You know the 401k is a tax code? That's what it is. Here's how it worked. In the 80s, you had pension funds, but they decided to give their CEOs a benefit on top of the pension. It was called 401k. That was to shelter their income. That way they could keep the CEOs because it was very competitive. But when all the jobs were shipped overseas, they no longer could keep pension funds. Too expensive. So they shifted all their employees to a 401k, duping you, thinking it was a good deal. But what they did is they charged hidden fees, which amount to about $250 billion a day, that they gave to lobbyists to go to Washington to make sure that this 401k would never be transparent. Here's what came of it.
Responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's right. So join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
Why do you think that's happening? Why do so many people feel so disaffected?
Well, bad things certainly happened to them in 2008 and 9. I mean, in terms of nothing's more sacred to most people than their home.
Yeah, and who put that home upside down? Why did so many people have a home that they owed more on the home than it was worth? It was because of him. That's right. Who's he? Warren Buffett. I love it when he gets on there. What a phony. I told you a million times, he's the one who was responsible, or one of the ones who was responsible for 15 million people losing their homes, for people owing more on the home it's worth, because he could have stopped it, because it was his company, Moody's, who gave the ratings of AAA on mortgages that weren't performing. If he was an honest man, he said, no, we are not going to be involved with this. We are not going to put AAA ratings on these tranches, or what they call piles of mortgages. They go in and they get a group of 500 mortgages, and they sell it to some pension fund, and Moody's would put a AAA rating on it when they knew it wasn't AAA. It just amazes me how most people don't understand that. And he comes out like he's a hero. Anyways, let's get to Stock Corner so we can make some money.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com. Click on the video channel graphic and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And it's also brought to you by a wonderful book. They got the Axiom Business Book Award. I mean, that's the best award you can get if you publish a business book. That's the award you need. That's the guidepost for business books. The name of the book is Walter's Way. My good friend Walter Scheer is the author, first-time author. He also, the Midwest Book Review said of Walter's Way, priceless, inspiring. There's incredible stories in here. Walter's an entrepreneur, an iconic entrepreneur. You wouldn't have the fax machine if it wasn't for Walter. A lot of things you wouldn't have. But the one thing he teaches in this book is how to be an entrepreneur. He teaches about integrity. He teaches about friendship. It's an unbelievable book. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you are an entrepreneur, and most people do want to be an entrepreneur, this is the book. This is the Bible. This is the book you have to buy. Just go to my site, philsgang.com, where you can get the book, or go to waltersway.org, and we'll announce when we're going to have the signing for Walter's Way. Walter Scheer. You've got to meet him. 92 years young. Incredible stories, incredible entrepreneur, and he's just an inspiring man. Talking about inspiring, the market's up another 112 points. Well, how could the market be up 112 points when the earnings are getting worse and worse? Profits are getting worse and worse. Easy. It's called financial earning, financial rigging, financial engineering. That's what it is. That's the problem. That's why we're going to have a correction in this market. Why do you think so many people have gone to gold? But now they're getting in gold now. All you hear about is gold, gold, gold. Everybody's talking about gold now. Wait a minute. Where were they when we bought gold? Where were they when we bought silver? Everybody's talking about gold and silver now. Let's think about that. When we told our gang to buy silver, which I told them I thought silver would outperform gold, PAS, P-A-S-S. We bought PAS back in for the gang. We told them to buy it back in December, P-A-S, back in December. And today it's up 114%. Another gold stock, AUI, up 115%. AU, 128%. Copper, 119%. Steel, 148%. And it was so easy because we told our gang members, let's put these up on our watch list. And as soon as our PT2 chart turned from red to green, that would have told us the institutions were coming back in and buying these mining stocks after they dumped them. And they got killed. And that's exactly what happened. All of a sudden the money starts coming in. But we are able to spot it early, going back to December, going back to November, January. And right now, do you know that there is a historic short position still on silver? The professionals are still short silver. Isn't that amazing? They're still short. So this, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get a nice little correction in these stocks. So you got another chance to get in. So join my gang, Phil's gang, and we'll be ready just like we were ready the first time. Now, I'm not suggesting every gang member made 128% on AU, or every gang member made 114% on PAS, on silver. But here's what I'm suggesting. Every gang member was aware of the entry point. Every gang member knew where the entry point was. It was up to them if they wanted to get in. Maybe some got in later. Maybe some got in, 50% later. But the key was to identify for them, say, here's the chart. Here's when you know how to get in. Here's what it looks like. And here's the color. It just changed. You got to check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Go to my YouTube site, and you'll see where we put up the actual chart, the PT2 chart, which tells you, just go to my homepage and shows you, the video shows you how we bought these. We're not making this up. So you're going to have another opportunity. Believe me, there's going to be another opportunity. Now, if you want to join the gang, call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. Now, we were talking about this economy and why the market's going to collapse because we have too much debt. So you want to be ready for when this market collapses. But in the meantime, as the market keeps going up and they keep pushing it up and pushing it up artificially, let's make sure we're there. And we're also going to be ready when it starts to come back. The problem is debt. Now, I don't see any humor in where if you take the 19 trillion national debt, each man, woman, and child, their portion is $58,000. I don't see any humor there. Or if you take the unfunded portion, which is $128,000, or 212 trillion, every man, woman, and child owes $128,000 on the unfunded portion. I don't see any fun there, do you, or anything funny? Join my gang, Phil's Gang, right now.
Information on the show, go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
We're on our best 2-year job creation streak in 20 years.
What are you, nuts? Who'd believe that? Let me tell you the truth. First of all, the 292,000 jobs we got in December 2015, and they told us the unemployment rate is 5%. Not true. You can't trust these people on Wall Street. You can't trust the press. What they don't count is, in December, for example, the 615,000 discouraged workers. A discouraged worker is a person unemployed, gave up looking for work, but this administration does not count them as unemployed when calculating the 5% unemployment rate. Instead, they classify the discouraged as marginally attached to the labor force, but they're not considered part of the labor force or part of the unemployment. That's why you can't trust what they tell you. If we back in at 625,000, the real unemployment rate is 12%, not 5%. That's why you got to join my gang, where you get the truth and where we use charts. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great, and these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. I'm going to tell you something about your 401k that you don't know. You know the 401k is a tax code? That's what it is. Here's how it worked. In the 80s, you had pension funds, but they decided to give their CEOs a benefit on top of the pension. It was called 401k. That was to shelter their income. That way they could keep the CEOs because it was very competitive. But when all the jobs were shipped overseas, they no longer could keep pension funds. Too expensive. So they shifted all their employees to a 401k, duping you, thinking it was a good deal. But what they did is they charged hidden fees, which amount to about $250 billion a day, that they gave to lobbyists to go to Washington to make sure that this 401k would never be transparent. Here's what came of it.
Responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's right. So join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, we come in the morning, we have what we call coffee talk. But we just don't sit around and throw the bowl. Or joke or laugh. Our coffee talk is serious. Every morning before you start out investing, we have an intense discussion on what is going on and where we should be investing. Because it's all about not the money, but where you're putting that money. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and enjoy the best coffee in town.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
They've saved my family from financial ruin. It allowed me and my wife both to focus on the most important thing, which was the health and well-being of our son.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything being taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format. Boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
But you must have spent a lot of time thinking about what central banks are doing around the globe, because it has a huge impact.
It's a fascinating movie to watch. I don't try to make money off the movie, but what we have seen in the last 7 years, I think very, very, very few people would have dreamt in 2009 that we would have this duration of low rates and have people still expecting low rates after the 7 years or so we're up this.
And that's the problem. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. The central banks, are you kidding? How many times did Ron Paul try to get rid of the central banks? You got to get rid of the central banks. At least, if you don't get rid of them, at least pass legislation to stop their nonsense, to stop printing this money. Are you kidding? As I said, the portion of our 19 trillion national debt owed by each man, woman, and child is $58,000. The portion of our unfunded debt, that's your Medicare prescription drug, your Social Security, is another $126 trillion, which each portion owed by every man, woman, and child is $128,000 of the $126 trillion. The world debt is $212 trillion. It's these central banks that caused this. You know, when the market stalled back in August of last year, and then it dropped 14%. And you remember using my PT2, I said to everybody, the market's going to drop. Get ready to short it. I never seen so much money coming out of the market. And then they blamed the drop. And we were in there. We had it. We were right there. We caught it. The PT2 was perfect. We had a nice 14% drop in the market. And I kept saying, watch this. Look at the money coming out. Look at the money coming out. Now, what do they do? Everybody, the jibber jabber was to blame China, the correction on China, their currency devaluation. Sure, it has something to do with it. But let's not blame China, the Central Bank of China. That's a lie. Let's blame who's really at fault. The Federal Reserve policy of zero interest rate, the stock buybacks, creating a fake stock market boom, which in turn, they do that to distort the economy. They want you to look at the stock market to think the economy is really doing good. And it's the central banks, it's the Federal Reserve who does this. That's the Federal Reserve. Create this illusion of that we have this widespread prosperity by looking at the stock market right now. Look at the market. We're 2% away from an all-time new high when we never had such terrible economic numbers. Terrible. It's all fake. And that's why I want to reach out to you and tell you I'll help you. This time, I don't want you to get caught when we go down 60%, 50%. That's right. That's how overvalued it is. This time, I want you to be there. I want you, when this market drops, you're going to enjoy that ride down. You're going to sleep like a baby. You're going to say, oh, this is great. I'm with Phil's Gang, and we're short. Just like we caught the drop back in August. And then we caught the drop again. Remember, right? We had two drops. We had two 14% drops in the S&P, in the stock market. We had this drop in August, which we nailed that. And then we had another drop in January, the worst January on history. And then they rallied it back up. All fake. This market went up 14%. We're right now at the same place we were a year ago because you can't get buyers. You can't get investors to come in and buy. There's only one way now, down. That's why I'm reaching out to you and say, look, join the gang. Join the gang. Because I want you to make money on the way back down. But it's the Federal Reserve that's going to make sure this market does break. There's no question about it. See, the bubble's going to burst again. Just like it did in August, just like it did in January. Well, you're going to be so lucky now the market rallied, it's not going to bust again when it's all fake. We're going to get this next correction again. Why? Because this Federal Reserve, they're a bunch of crooks. See, we need Congress. If you can't get rid of Federal Reserve, at least control the Federal Reserve through legislation. Control them. Don't let the Fed set the interest rate. What the hell is that? We keep letting the Federal Reserve, this private company owned by 151 individuals, the richest people in the United States, they set the interest rates, not the market? That's the problem. They set the interest rate. What are you, nuts? They decide when it's zero? They decide when to raise it? A bunch of gangsters? Let the market set the interest rates. I mean, what is an interest rate? It's the price of money, isn't it? And like all prices, cars, anything. It should be set by the market. You go to a car dealership, you want to buy a car, the market sets the price. If everybody comes in and a car's $28,000, everybody offers $15,000, you get $15,000. They set the price, not the dealer. But no, in the Federal Reserve, we're setting the price around the world to create this illusion that our economy is doing terrific. And then you hear this liar who represents the president.
GDP report indicates the economy grew by 0.5%.
I don't want to play the whole thing. I get sick. So when the bubble pops, I want you to be in place. I want you to, and all I ask, I'm going to reach out and help you. All I ask is that you reach back and help St. Jude. That's all I want you to do. Help St. Jude. I tell every gang member, especially in our coffee talk every morning, look, if you're having problems, if there's some reason you're not making money consistently, we're here to help. We are here to help. We have a good team. We're going to make sure you get it. You're going to learn how to read this chart. It's not hard. It only takes a couple of minutes. If you know green, if you know red, that's all. So tell me, who else gave you AU to buy back in December? It's $7. And now it's up 128%. Who else told you to buy copper back in February? Showed you the chart. And now copper is up 119%. Silver, 140. Who else? Nobody. And now we're getting ready for the third correction. This will be a third one. 10%. We're going to get the big one, but not right now. Not right now. You know, it's really interesting. When you see that we have so little cash, Apple has $160 billion in cash. The United States government, the Treasury, has $89 billion in cash. Are you nuts? You know why? Because we spend too much. Each quarter, we spend between $800 billion and $1 trillion more than we take in. And they sit there and print money. In fact, even though we are broke as a nation, the First Lady and the President spend more for dinner on their $500,000 a day vacation in Hawaii. They spent more on dinner than the tax credit he gave to families. How bad is that? And you know what really gets me? The liberal answer, how to fix the problem. How to fix the terrible weak economic growth, their answer. To spend more. That's their answer. Spend even more. More social programs. Bernie Sanders said, we got to support the poor. Robert Reich, the same thing. Increase taxes on those who make money. Increase taxes on capital gains. They also suggest, let's limit how much mortgage interest a person can deduct from their homes if they're making money, if they're successful people. Let's limit the amount of mortgage interest they can deduct. Anyone making more than $200,000 a year, let them pay a tax of 72%. Take their money from them. Redistribute the money. This is why we are where we are. This is the mentality. Take all this new tax savings from increasing taxes, surtax of 72% Bernie Sanders wants. Take all this tax savings. And what we're going to do is we're going to hand it, redistribute it to the lower income people so they don't have to work. You know what they're also saying? Provide them, every poor person, a savings account. Free. Which how about $1,200 in it when they're born? When they're born. You nuts?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to this contradiction.
February existing home sales down 7.1%.
American consumers, they have more cash on hand.
What a contradiction. Matter of fact, all the information you get from all the different financial programs, it's all contradiction. But here at Phil's Gang, I will tell you the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com. You will enjoy it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. It's 877-600-4264.
Even if the federal funds rate were to return to near zero, the FOMC would still have considerable scope to provide additional accommodation.
Accommodation, what's that mean? It simply means printing money. What she's saying is the economy's terrible. We're going to claw back that 25% or 0.25% interest rate hike that we did in December. And I'm going to print a whole bunch of money so that we can give it to companies to buy their own shares back so they can boost the stock market higher. The problem with that money is 0%. That means that people lose their jobs. They go from full-time to part-time. From part-time, they go to poverty. That's the problem. We can't keep doing this. Here's the point. When the market is going up, it's always when the economy is bad. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so you can participate.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude is amazing. A family member said, well, if you go to St. Jude, you don't have to pay anything. And I didn't believe it. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to, but you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
Crashing into me.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Every Friday, we're going to open up the lines. Why? Because I want you to participate in this program. I want you to participate in the stocks. If you have a stock, you don't have to be a gang member. If you have a stock, you want me to take a look at it, I'll put it on my PT2, and we'll check it out for you. Or if you have a comment on my commentary, or if you have a comment on what's going on in the country, or what's going on with our politics, I want to hear from you. That's this Friday. Every Friday, it's now open line. And remember, every Friday you can participate on open line. That's right. Just call in. All right. You can participate with Phil's Gang. I want to point out right now that I am going to guide my gang members into shorting the spiders. Right now, we're waiting for our PT2 to turn red. Before that, on our PT1, we have a pattern that's setting up. It's almost set to tell us, hey, it's time. The market's going to start dropping 10, 14%. And my gang member will pick that up just like they did the last one, the last two. the last two, and we got them on the way back up. Why don't you participate with us? When this market drops, when it drops 60%, don't you want to be participating? You certainly don't want to be sitting back on the sidelines. You got to retire. Everybody's fear is not being in the market. After all, stocks go up 65% of the time. The fear is, hey, I don't want to get caught when it drops. Well, you're not going to get caught when you're a gang member. Believe me, you're not. We have the technology to make sure you don't. Ask the gang members. Join the gang. You'll see. Let me give you a number. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. You can call right now. We have Alex. We have Steve. They'll take your call right now. 877-600-GANG. Help you get organized. Try it for a month. And when I say that we're up in silver 114% or gold 128, 115, I'm not suggesting that every gang member made that amount of money. I'm not saying that. What I'm suggesting is every gang member had an opportunity to get in. It's up to them to pull the trigger. My job is to identify for you the entry level. Explain why. Hold your hand through it. You decide when you want to pull the trigger. That's a great program. It's there to help you. The market's up 118 points. How can the market be up 118 points when earnings are going down? We have the worst earnings ever because the market is disconnected. Because the Federal Reserve creates an illusion. The Federal Reserve, with all this printing and 0% interest rates and stock buybacks, they create around the world. They make the stock market, they make our economy look like it's doing fantastic when it's rotting underneath, and it will collapse. It already collapsed twice. At 10, we got 14% on both of them. You know, here's what's really funny. When you talk to people like Reich or any Robert Reich or any of these liberals, they're nuts. They're nuts. They really believe the answer is just printing more money, going into debt. See, it's that kind of thinking. It's that war on capitalism by these guys, Obama and Sanders and Robert Reich, and that war on business and industry is the problem. They set a war on capital. They actually have a war going against business. They want to take the reins of this economy out of the hands of the people and place it into the hands of government. They really think you make government big. You make government powerful as possible. In their sick liberal minds, they really think if you take the power away from the people and put it with the government, make the government big, everybody's going to do just fine. Has anybody seen Cuba lately? North Korea? See, they really think in their sick mind only the state can redistribute society's wealth. Are you nuts? Which has already been destroyed. This president destroyed, with the help of Obama, with the help of Bush, a third of our nation's wealth. And it's brought our country's growth to a standstill. So what are we going to do? My gang, we're going to sit here and we're going to pick the right stocks. It's no longer a stock market. It's an individual stock. And if you're in a 401k, you can't be in an individual stock. And you can't turn around and short a stock. You got to retire. How much money do you have in your retirement account? Not much, because you're only allowed to make money when it goes up, and you always give it back. See, the answer is always the same for these socialists like Obama and Sanders and even Hillary. Big new taxes, big new spending, big new government, more free stuff, tax the rainmakers, tax the producers, and redistribute their wealth and punish them and reward the lazy, the non-producers. That's what Sanders wants to do. So doesn't Hillary. Hillary had to go so far left now to be like him to win. See, they believe government creates wealth, not the free market. They're that sick in the head. They believe the government creates wealth. And they believe greed caused the current economic crisis. It wasn't the greed that caused the current economic crisis. It was a bunch of crooks like Hillary's husband who went and changed the regulations. They changed the regulations. They ended the Glass-Steagall Act. This is unbelievable. And they also believe, I love this, that you and I, the worker, we should be providing health care for those who don't work. Isn't that amazing? This is crazy. And they feel that the government should induce housing, should take care of the people, give them free housing, free health care, free everything. That government can be more efficient, and more profitable. If the government ran businesses. Remember Waters? Remember this nut? She really believes she wants to take over. I can't remember her first name. Waters. Maxine Waters. She's a congressman. She's a crazy woman. She's a crazy woman.
This liberal will be all about socializing. Would be about basically taking over and the government running all of your companies.
You imagine someone that nuts is in Congress? That crazy? A crazy person like that's in Congress? See, the next president, whether it's Obama or Bush or whoever it is, Trump, I don't care who it's going to be. The first thing he's going to keep saying, I don't get it. Why did Obama fail to grow the economy 3%? Anybody can grow the economy 3% with the resources this country had. And he couldn't grow the economy 3% because even Carter grew at 3%. Even a dope like Bush grew at 3%. He can't because he didn't want to. See, Obama was a neighborhood organizer socialist who, like Bernie Sanders, never created a job or made payroll, whose idea in restraining the budget would be by cutting his idea to restrain the budget, cut barely 0.5% on the $17 billion. But at the same time, he's spending $3.4 trillion or $500 billion an hour. That's his idea of restraint? You don't need a Harvard degree like Obama to know how to grow an economy. All it takes is hard work, sacrifice, savings, capital investment, business spending, create an environment for small businesses, for startups. The startups, the small business is essential. It's essential for meaningful jobs and economic growth, 3.3%. It's not Apple, it's not Walmart, it's not Exxon. They don't contribute to wealth. I mean, growth, they contribute wealth. But not the economic growth we need. We need small businesses, startups. That's what we need. Look, I don't have all the answers. And yes, the market's up 117 points because it's rigged to go up. What's wrong with that? And as long as our chart stays green, we're going to stay long. And that's why we stay in these stocks, and that's why they're up until 128%, 115%, 119%, 148%. I'm not making it up. Go to my site tonight, philsgang.com. Right on the homepage. Here's the best thing. Why don't you join the gang right now? Try it for a month. 877-600-GANG. Try it for a month. And you'll say, what a difference it made in my life. Now I can sleep at night. I don't have to worry about retiring. I don't have to worry anymore. I can sleep. We'll see you on the charts. Join my gang. 877-600-GANG. They'll take your call right now.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to